Welcome back to game number 3 of Vape Nation Scrims. We are now in Vikendi with the match starting in 15 seconds time. So as always, sit back, relax and enjoy. And here we go with a directly south to north flight path, starting in Milner and ending up at Port, with Goroka, Villa, Mavatra, Durbamesto, Krichas, Mount Kresnik, Coalmine, Winery and Abbey, all within reach. The first team will jump off very shortly, and it is Team 21 LC along with Team 15 Vape and Team 14, who is Psy, that is going as a duo at the moment. The other teams follow not long after, with teams 19 TM going towards Tovar and the Castle, Team 20 going to the west side towards Via, and 17 going east towards Coalmine. Now we are going to stay with Team 15 at the moment, as they have Team 14 coming right with them. And Task White takes down Del Yanzi and gets the kill there, with SK Hacker now firing at Team 14. And SK Hacker is now going back to looting, whilst trying to keep an eye on the two members of the Psy team that are over towards 75 East. Now Task Andrex has got a knock on the left-hand side, and Hill Skeleton has knocked CGM Pablo, with Mary Jane taking down Mighty Sky, and White getting a kill there also. So that is the Task team that have taken out a full squad. And Hill Skeleton has just got the kill on CGM Pablo, with Zalil taking down BM Blitz and getting the kill there, with Sigbot taking down a 6-9 mob. And Mr. Z Mob then gets the return knock on Sig Fix 10 there, whilst Team 15 Vape at the moment are doing a 2-1 split to try and take down the Psy team, with the next level and Hacker rotating up the hill to the left, and they get the knock on Chaos. And Sig Fix 10 has just got another kill on the left-hand side. And that is a kill for Team 15, with the remaining member Young over at 240, 250. And it is possible that Team 15 don't actually know the location of this player, which is why they seem to be being a little bit careless in terms of the way they move. They don't really seem to be looking around a lot, they're just running a straight line. And by doing that, they must be confident to do that, and to do that by choice. But at the same time, they are taking a huge risk by doing that so openly. But luckily for them, Young on Team 14 has chosen not to shoot back. But let's have a look. He is still with us, and he's just moving around at the moment, safe and slow, and he is in zone at the moment, so there is no real urgency for him to move. So if he is able to just hold out and wait for Team 15 to move away, that might be the chance for him to then move to another location and continue game 3. Looks as though he may be taking a shot at next level very shortly. And is knocked. Hello and welcome back to game 2 of Riot Duo Scrims. This time we apologise, it looks like we lost the stream momentarily there, but we are now back. We are still with team number 4, the Not team, who have just made their way into zone using the Dacia. They are relatively alone at the moment, with TM Itachi getting a knock there. So let's jump over to the TM team. And CGen Action has just got a knock on the left-hand side, taking down Jab. And CGN Zalil has just taken down Angel Killer. So let's go straight over, as Action has just taken down Hentai as well. And at the moment, Team 20 find themselves sandwiched between Team 7 CGN and Team 12, who is NM on the right-hand side, with Shanana getting the kill for Jab 99. And Skralex has just been taken down by the Vape team of Team 2. And Saviour gets the knock on Vape Denny. And Saviour has just been taken down. BM Shy just managed to die by explosion with the assistance of CGN. FM Richard takes down Sigbot, and Zalil finishes off Hentai, with Richard getting Sig Fury and Skralex taking down Imagine. And Skralex also takes out Europium, with Saviour getting the finish on Vape Denny there. And XGN gets the knock on NM, with Union Deducci getting Silent, and XGN-ish getting a kill there also. And that is Yuki taken down by Zalil, who is just crouched by that wall there. And we have now got Team 3, the SIG team, giving chase to Team number 9, who have the height at the moment by being on top of that mountain. And FN Richard gets the knock on Sigbot on the left-hand side there. And we now have Loyson rotating around the right-hand side to try and get a bit more height to make an even playing field between Team 3 and Team number 9, with grenades still being thrown, smokes being used to their benefit, just giving them some time to rethink, to re-heal, and to get some more knocks there. And Loyson is unfortunately taken down by FN Richard. Hugh takes down Sig Fix 10. So it is now Sig Bot that is left with Hugh pushing around along with FN Richard. And let's just have a quick look as they are unfortunately taken down, with FN Richard getting the final shot on Sigbot there, and that gives team number 9 4 kills. And we have just reached the 15-minute mark, so let's have a quick recap on where we are so far. There are 9 teams left remaining in game number 3 on Vikendi. The zone is near to the centre, more on the eastern side at the moment, with Castle and Volnova being the main locations that are still fully within zone. They do have half of Cement Factory, but the other half is on the outside. Most of the teams are inside zone at the moment. The only ones that are not are part of Team 19 and Team 10 and parts of Team 4 and Team 15. And they will need to make their way in to ensure that they can continue to the next zone and hopefully get that win. Now, what Team 19 will want to do at the moment, they are on the edge, so they will hopefully try and gatekeep Zen Neo from getting any further inside. And Team 4 will hopefully want to do the same to Team 15, who are now rotating right to try and avoid any interaction. And it looks as though SK Hacker is being used as a scout at the moment to try and get pushed in. And now Vape Mustafa is just moving in also. Looks to be on foot at the moment. But let's move over to Zenio and just have a quick look as he takes on the TM team and gets the knock on Lynx and gets the finish. And is now going to try and loot as Itachi and Kedos move in. Neo has the height at the moment and unfortunately falls to his death. And we are now with TM Itachi, who is on the upper mountains at the moment, with Union Mercy coming in and getting the knock on FN Richard. So let's go straight over as we see team number 5 taking on team 9. And XGN-ish is just using a smoke at the moment to cover all locations to ensure that he is able to move freely across the map without being fired upon by any other teams, by blocking their view, but also blocking his own. So it is a risky move using smokes, but a lot of the time they are used merely just to give them some time, just some thinking time to realise what they're actually going up against and what their realistic options are. And especially because Team 9 at the moment are doing a 1-1 split, it means if Hugh is not, it is unlikely that XGN-ish will be able to get there in time to revive, and likewise for Hugh because of the distance between the two players. It looks as though they are trying to move in, especially when they're going up against a full squad of Union. And Nish has just destroyed the car of the Union team. Now, because they're on the zone line, they probably wouldn't have needed it anyway. But it does mean that if they were thinking of it, they now have not got that option. So they have to move on foot. And that is where teams will want to take their shots when they're out in the open with no realistic cover. And XG has just got the kill on LC Devil there. And Union Mercy has just been taken down by XDN, as well as Union Default. And XG and Q have just moved over towards the CGN team and get wiped out. I think the issue there was that they may have taken just too much time to make that move. And we now see Savage being taken down by the Not team in accompaniment with the TM team, with Not Immunity then taken down Savage Mortal. And again, things have gone a little quiet. With 7 teams still alive and 17 players, we are now around 22 minutes in to game number 3. And the play zone has just taken down a member of LC, with Frankie coming in by vehicle, just going past members of the Vape team of Team 15. We have the TM team that are still out of zone also, and managed to get a kill by gatekeeping, which is something I've mentioned a lot throughout today's streams. And CGN Action takes down TM Itachi, with Kedos taking down Vape Mustafa. And CGN Zalil gets the kill on Kedos. So that is the TM team out for today. And that leaves us with 5 teams remaining. We have Union, we have Not, Savage, CGN and Vape, with Zalil taking down a member of the Vape team. So let's go straight over to Team 15 and have a quick look at Hacker. And it is unfortunate at the moment that SK Hacker is being shot at by both the CGN team and the Union team, with CGN now moving slightly to the left, meaning that the grenade thrown by SK Hacker there was probably a waste, as the players had already moved by that point of it being thrown. And Hacker is now being shot at by the Union team and is taken out by default there. And Immunity is now going to try and revive Dzoni there, as we now go down to 4 teams left. And the Not team are now firing towards CGN and are getting some hits. But they are also being shot at by the Union team and possibly by team number 8, who is just behind team 4 at the moment, just edging their way into zone. Shots are being returned but are not connecting to team 4 just yet. But it looks as though Immunity knows that a player is over there. Not necessarily where or who, but they have a reason to be concerned, and they will just need to be very careful, just keeping an eye on that general location so that they are not taken by surprise. And Immunity prepares a grenade to be thrown, and unfortunately it just misses its target slightly, but that M4 certainly doesn't, with Immunity getting the kill on Savage. And here we see our top 3, with the Union going up against CGN, going up against Not. It is a 2v2v4 situation at the moment, with Immunity just scoping in on CGN Zalil, but Zalil spotting and getting some shots of his own. Now, strange enough, at the moment, none of the 3 final teams are inside zone, so they will need to start making a move. And Zalil almost gets knocked by Immunity there, but Immunity just backs off briefly to apply some bandages. And Immunity gets a headshot on Zalil, but not enough to get a knock with an SLR. And the teams will now need to think about moving into the next zone. This is where smokes really would come in handy. But it looks as though they may have already been used, with Immunity trying to run in the open and being knocked by Union Mercy. Union Mercy being knocked by Dzoni. But then CGN Zalil gets the shot on and takes out that team. So it's now 2 members of CGN up against 4 members of Union, with Deducci being taken down and Mercy. And Spirit is now taken down by Action. So Default is the last standing member of that team and is taken out by CGN. So CGN come in first with an incredible 16 kills. A mention will go to Zalil, who has 10 kills of his own. Union come in second with 8 kills. We have Not in third with 5. We have Savage in fourth with 1. And we have Vape in 5th with 2. If you have enjoyed this stream, please follow the channel with new content added daily. We will be back in just a moment for game number 4. This is Vape Nation Scrims. I am Ab Summer, and we will be right back.